First of all, we want them to enjoy the 4th of July holiday. Law enforcement across the state will be out enforcing the law, but we need their help. We need them to buckle up their seat belts because it may save their lives. We need them to leave early so they won't have to speed. We need them to slow down. And distracted means they take their eyes off the roadway, and we don't want them to do that. And most importantly, don't drive impaired because you're endangering your life and someone else's life. Zero tolerance is very clear. Zero tolerance means just that. You cannot and will not be allowed to drive impaired in our state. If you caught driving at 0.8 or greater, you will be arrested. You will go to jail for driving impaired. It will cost you an enormous amount of money with lawyer fees, court fees. It'll cost you on your insurance. It's just not worth it. But zero tolerance means just that. If you choose to be impaired, you choose to go to jail. First of all, just ride share. Just get someone to drive for them because that is a senseless act. That tells the motoring public that they're not concerned about their own well-being, but also willing to endanger others' well-being. So we just encourage them, do ride share, get a designated driver before driving. We just don't need anyone on the road impaired. Just in our state alone, we realize that over 50% of the people that lose their lives in a crash is because they were not buckled. Buckling up the seatbelt gives you a chance of surviving a crash. It also eliminates you being ejected from a vehicle. Once you're ejected from a vehicle, you're in no man's land to know not what's going to happen, and likely you're not going to make it. It's a wonderful weekend coming up. We want everybody to enjoy it. But we need the motoring public to understand law enforcement cannot do this thing of making sure our roadways are safe alone. We need the motoring public to slow down. We need the motoring public to buckle up. We need the motoring public to do not be distracted while driving. And I hope no one makes the senseless decision to drive impaired.